Hi fellow crafters, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama. Today I want to share with you, as a designer for Quality Crafts, a digital for our Progressive Challenge over on our Facebook page. And I will share all the links below and any other information you can find on our Facebook page. But for now, what I want to do is show you what I've done. My project is the April Progressive Digital Challenge, digital for this month, and it's called Chihuahua. I hope I'm saying that right. And now this one is a little bit bigger than what I'm going to be showing you, but this is a collar folded card technique. And I think it's a real cute card. Some people take their digital and they'll stamp it on the inside here, on this layer here, and they'll be like it's peeking out. But I did mine just a little bit differently. I decided to put my sentiment here and put my chihuahua up here. Let me see if I can get a better coloration of them. Now I like the color that I did on this one, and the one I'm going to show you is a different color. Now let's get started with this. What I'm showing you today is going to be a little bit smaller, and I've already cut out my pieces, so it would take a little bit, wouldn't take quite as much time. The first thing I did, of course, was color my digital, and as you can see, he's a little gray looking fella. And then I cut out a couple of pieces of cardstock, one in white and one in a designer paper that's double-sided. The reason being, it's so that way you will have the two sides showing for your collar. Now this size here is, let me see, this one is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so that's what you want these two to be in. 5 by 3 3/4. These are the two sizes that you need, and this one's going to be mounted on the back for the collar piece. And then you want another piece, of the mounting piece, which would be 5 1/4 by 4. So that's going to lay on top of this. And then of course you want your card base. So all you got to do with that one is whatever size you want it on. I just made it like another 1/4 inch bigger, so it was layered. So let's set these two pieces aside, the two bottom pieces aside, and I'm going to show you how to cut out the fold there to make your collar. Now I'm going to take, let me go ahead and close out one of my windows here so that won't distract me so much. Okay, I am going to take this piece, and I am going to go, this is 5 inches down, I am going to go like 2 1/2 inches down right in the middle and approximately 2 inches over. So what I need to do, let me see, what I need to do, I say, is take it to 2 1/2 inches because it's 5. And what I like about this trimmer is that it's got marks on either side. So go to 2 1/2 inches, and then find your marks for the 2 inch line, which is over here. So you're 2 1/2 here and 2 inches here. So take your card and your trimmer and get approximately, it doesn't have to be exactly, and go ahead and cut it through. So now let me put this aside. Slide back up because I had to stand up to cut it. And then what I like to do, and you don't have to do it this way, you can just fold it and kind of eyeball it. But what I like to do, or you could use a bone folder, whatever you want to, which you will need one anyway doing it this way. And see where I've got it cut here. I kind of go just below it and just below the edge there because of the thickness of the ruler. I take my ruler and take my piece here and fold over. Of course, it depends on which side you want to show on the collar part. And then I take and I go to the other side and do the same thing. I just go from corner to the corner of the cut. That's all you're doing. And this is just, it's a super fun technique to do, and it's just so easy. I found this on Pinterest, so I thought, you know, a collar, it could be, you know, you think of a dog collar too. And he does have a cute little collar on him with a little heart. So I thought, well, a collar card, that would be fun. So now the next thing that I do is I take my tape and go ahead and mount it. Now, you can tape this part down too if you want to, or you can leave it. But I'm going to, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and tape it all the way down. If you want to leave it open, you can always stuff a little gift card on it if it's a little birthday card or something. So that would really work well. So then I'm going to put it on my white cardstock as evenly as possible. Now this is where I'll probably need to stand up again. Okay, so now I've got it on top of here. And then I can take a stamp and I can decide what I want to put in here, kind of measure it out. And the further one said thank you, and I could put another thank you if I want to. I could put just a little, let's see, I can put this on here. I don't know if this one will fit. No, a little bit too big. So I'm just going to go ahead and put thank you again. You can never give too many thank yous, right? So I'm going to take my Tim Holtz Oxide ink. I can use regular Distress ink if I want to, but I'm really into the Distress ink, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I want to make sure I get it pressed down into the ink, stamp into the ink. If I use acrylic, I'd use my platform stamping piece, but I'm not using that. So now, once again, I got to stand up. I have to stand up. Now I'm going to use this kind of as a line for me so I can kind of guide myself. And I like to clean off my stamps too. And the better thing to do is to get an alcohol swab and clean that off, but I didn't have that with me. So now I'm going to go ahead and just set it aside because I could use it again. Now, what I did for the dog, if you notice, on this one, he's kind of dimensional. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it dimensional. And his ear kind of peeks over here a little bit, but that's okay. I could put him up above it a little bit if I want to, or down below it. It doesn't really matter. He looks cute either way. And the color looks really good with his gray and the pink ears. So I'm going to get my 3D foam stickers, foam dots, and I got one on my thumb already. So we'll use them. I'm going to put this one on the tail, and I'm just going to kind of spread it out. Now, before I actually go ahead and stick him on, I'm going to go ahead and mount these together. I'm going to take this piece. It'll be easier to tape it down without the 3D piece on there. Now, don't forget, this digital is $1.99 if you're first joining in with our Facebook challenge, our Progressive Facebook challenge. And after that, you get a free digital in your inbox every month. Now, you know, there are things that can happen where, you know, you could get sick or something like that, but then you just, you know, rejoin, which, you know, $1.99 is not bad. Oops, I better get that out of the way. Okay, so I've got this piece on, and I've got a little trimming job here I should do. Okay. So now I'm going to stick it onto the card base, and I could do it any color card base. And if you wanted to, you could do a black and use white ink, some bright colored ink if you want to. But I went ahead and decided I'd go ahead and keep it white. And I think it's fun too if you make your digital peek out from under the collar a little bit too. I've seen some really cute ones that way. But I wanted his whole body to show, so I decided to go ahead and do it this way. So layer this piece on. Sometimes I don't get it right. And I have to take my undo and undo it. Love that stuff. Okay, now we're just going to put on my dog, my Chihuahua, my little gray one. The other ones are tan color. I love these dimensional pieces. Okay, now let's see. Where do I want him? I think I want him kind of like the other one is. Just kind of put him up that way. You may have heard a little horn honk. I think my husband's home from work. Okay. Now, I noticed that I didn't get him over quite as far as I wanted to. So I'm going to try to get him up. And I'm going to have to pull this piece off. Okay. So there he is on my card. And I can also put a little stamp piece here. Excuse the dog noise. I am so sorry. Like I said, my husband came home from work, so the dog gets excited. She loves him. I'm just going to put that decorative piece I did on the bigger one. I'm also going to put it on this one too. So I think it'll look cute. Let's see. I want to angle him a little bit. Okay. Let's make sure I got it down good. Pull up. Yeah, it came out good. Sometimes my stamping is not so good. So there he is. He is all finished. If I want to, I can put some embellishments here, and I can put some embellishments here. It just depends on how I want to do it, or I can just leave it plain. Sometimes the less decorated, the classier it is. So as you can see, I'm recording at night, and that's why the lighting is like this. But I just love this little Chihuahua. He is just adorable. So there it is, and be sure to check out all the links below, the description box, and make sure that you check out our Facebook challenge, our Progressive Challenge, and see about our Progressive Challenge each month, because there's a lot of cute little digitals that come in each month, so you won't want to miss that. So thank you for watching. I hope you like and you subscribe to my YouTube channel and to the Quality Crafts channel. Thank you. Have a great day.